Hey everybody, this is David at Barnyard Bees. I just got into this little mini nuke. If you remember me talking about this about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago actually. This little colony we made queenless and was going to attempt a walkaway split. It had some queen cells in it. They've since then hatched off. And I just spotted the queen and lost her. I was trying to pull my phone out and start filming. She disappeared. And now I'm looking, just trying to ignore her now and see if she started laying yet. And I don't know if you can see, but right there we got eggs. It's kind of dark, it's dreary out today, so I don't know if they're going to show up on camera. And this is some dark comb. If it was some light comb, I could see it. But she's laying. We got a pattern in there. So, still a lot of bees. A lot of bees in there. She's a young queen, so she's not, they're not always shy, but she appears to be a little bit skittish. I won't bother this too much, this little colony too much, but she's in there and apparently laying good. Like I said before, you know, a lot of people are scared of walkaway splits and think it won't produce a good queen. It's not always the case. You know, nature makes them do this for that very reason, that they got to replace the queen. Now, sometimes what will happen, okay, she was an emergency queen, supersedure queen, and so they laid a bunch of supersedure cells, and they hatched. She flew off, mated, laying eggs. Now, a colony, sometimes if she don't perform up to par what they think, then they will try again. They'll kill her. They'll make more queen cells, and I have seen that happen. But it's not always the case, because they do this in nature. If they didn't do it, we wouldn't have honeybees, would we? There wouldn't be any honeybees, because once a colony accidentally lost their queen, then they'd just be done. They'd be dead forever. You know, it would just, but that's why they do that, because nature makes them rebuild a new queen. And they're not always superior queens, but they're not always bad queens. So, you know, a new beekeeper trying to get a few extra colonies, hey, it's a good way to get going. And it saves you some money by, you know, you don't always have to buy a queen. And these little 2-frame nukes, if you have them, you can do it very inexpensively. You know, you can donate, get 1 frame from a donor colony, and make you some of these. You know, make you 8 or 10 of them, and also, you know, I advise people to look for swarms. Advertise in your local paper that you will do free swarm removals. That pays off. Craigslist, Facebook, Marketplace, just run your little ad, and just by word of mouth too, and if people knows you're a beekeeper and they have bees, they'll be, hey, call so-and-so, they got bees, they'll come get them. But just remember now that a swarm and a colony are 2 different things. I've done a lot of swarm removals, and then to the people that don't beekeep, they don't know. They may have a colony in the eaves of their house. That's not a swarm. That's a colony of bees that's established And you can't do those free. There's a lot of work in that. I've done a few of those. That is when you charge them for your services to do that. Then you get all the honey and you get all the bees. And if you want to share it with them, that's fine too. But what most people do that remove, they remove the colony, they tear it out, and then the owner is responsible for putting it all back. Unless you're a carpenter. Now, if you're a carpenter and a beekeeper, you can make some big money. You can tear it out, remove the bees, and build it back. And I'm telling you, do you some research on this and watch some videos. A lot of money is made on cutouts. That is what's called a cutout. Like I said, a swarm removal is just homeless bees in a swarm, in a cluster of bees with a queen in the middle, hanging on a branch or a limb or on the side of a building or on, different places. That's a swarm. Those are simple, easy, quick to get, cutouts or not. So just a little tip from Barnyard Bees. I know I kind of got off the subject there, but if I can think of something that'll help y'all, then I'll put it out there. But that's about it. We'll go ahead and end this video. Try to make you some of these. These little 2-frame nucs are easy to make, or you can buy them. I mean, we have them actually at the store, the small ones. And but don't forget, folks, barnyardbees.com for all your beekeeping supplies, queens, packages, nucs. Don't forget, click on the little bell, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Barnyard Bees.